In 1973, the Indian government introduced a new foreign policy that forced Coca-Cola to leave India. And from that very decision, Campa Cola was born. For the next 15 years, Campa Cola ruled India's soft drink market. But with Pepsi entering and Coca-Cola making its re-entry, Campa Cola disappeared so completely. It was as if it had never existed. Everyone thought the brand would remain just a memory, but with a new vision, one man brought it back into the Indian market. This is the story of Campa Cola's explosive comeback. It all began in 1949 when Coca-Cola set foot in India for the very first time. From local kirana shops to centuries-old allies, the name Cola slowly spread across the nation. Coca-Cola wasn't just a drink anymore, it became a symbol of celebration. People felt that no gathering, no party, no wedding was complete without Coke bottles on the table. Then came the year 1973, when the Indian government announced a bold new policy. Under this policy, foreign companies would not hold more than 40% equity in their Indian operations, and they had to share their secret ingredients with the government. Coca-Cola agreed to reduce its equity but refused to reveal its legendary formula. And so in 1977, Coca-Cola shut down its business in India and left. But by then, Indians had developed a taste for cola. Now people were desperate for a replacement. Morarji Desai's government saw this as an opportunity and instructed local companies to develop new soft drinks. This led to the launch of 77, a government-backed cola meant to replace Coke. But its taste didn't click with the masses. Meanwhile, Pure Drinks Group, Coca-Cola bottler and distributor in India since the beginning, faced a crisis. Its founder Charanjit Singh was worried, without Coca-Cola, how would his company survive? And what about the jobs of hundreds of employees? That's when he decided to launch his own cola brand to fill the gap left by Coke. In 1977, Campa Cola was launched with the slogan, "The Great Indian Taste." Campa Cola wasn't just a new soft drink, it became a patriotic choice. The slogan was a game changer. It positioned Campa as a proudly Indian brand. Soon after, Campa Orange was also launched, making the brand even more popular. From college festivals to weddings, Campa Cola became the drink of choice. The company expanded aggressively, tapping both urban and rural markets. With Salman Khan as their brand ambassador, the brand built strong youth appeal. By 1983, Campa Cola had crushed 77 and held a monopoly in India's cola market. Everything seemed perfect until 1991. That year, Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao and Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh introduced new economic reforms. Liberalization opened India's doors to foreign investments. And by 1993, Coca-Cola made its comeback. But this time, it didn't start from scratch. It bought out Indian giants like Thumbs Up, Limca and Maaza. At the same time, Pepsi, which had entered in 1988, was already gaining popularity with aggressive ads, celebrity endorsements and modern marketing. Suddenly, the cola industry turned into a battlefield. Coke versus Pepsi, both brands poured massive money into advertising, hiring superstars like Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan. Caught in this war, Campa Cola, which once ruled India, couldn't keep up. Lacking of funding and weak marketing slowly pushed it out of the market. And by 2013, Campa Cola was gone. The once proud Indian brand that had ruled an entire nation had been replaced by Pepsi and Coca-Cola. But in 2022, something unexpected happened. Reliance Group, led by Mukesh Ambani, acquired Campa Cola for 22 crores. And history has shown us one thing. Whenever the Ambanis enter an industry, they change its dynamics completely. Campa Cola returned to the market with a new vision, new mission and the backing of Reliance massive resources. But going up against Pepsi and Coca-Cola was no small task. Ambani's strategy was clear. If you do something, do it big. Reliance applied the same playbook it used with Jio Cinema and Jio Financial Services. Powerful leadership. Just like Uday Shankar was brought in to lead Jio Cinema and KV Kamath to guide Jio Finance, Reliance hired T. Krishnan, former chairman of Coca-Cola, to head Campa Cola. With an experienced leader at the top, the brand was in safe hands. Next came marketing. Reliance brought in Prasoon Joshi, one of India's most iconic ad creators, known for his legendary legendary Coca-Cola campaign in 2002. Under his leadership, Campa Cola launched its IPL campaign with the slogan Apna Tanda Apna Campa. The brand suddenly had a fresh, youthful and proudly Indian identity. The third strategy, pricing. Ambani is famous for disruptive pricing, as he proved it with Jio. Just like Jio offered free internet for 6 months to crush Airtel and Vodafone, Campa Cola was relaunched at a game-changing price point. While Coke and Pepsi sold 250 ml bottles for Rs 20, Coca-Cola offered the same at just Rs 10. This move didn't just attract urban youth, it captured rural India too. Where affordability matters the most, Coke and Pepsi now had a real problem. If they reduced prices, their margins would collapse. If they didn't, their market share would shrink. The fourth strategy, distribution. Soft drinks need cold storage, but small shops in India don't have big refrigerators. Over the years, Coke and Pepsi had installed their own coolers across the country. If Campa Cola followed the same route, it would take decades, but Reliance had a shortcut. It's 19,000 retail outlets. Overnight, Campa Cola was available across all Reliance Fresh stores. Reliance also tied up with quick delivery apps like Blinkit to expand reach even further. And to meet growing demand, new manufacturing plants are being set up in Delhi and Mumbai. India's 4.6 billion soft drink market, long dominated by Coke and Pepsi, suddenly had a serious challenger. Campa Cola's story is proof that nostalgia, bold vision and innovation, even a forgotten Indian brand can rise again. This isn't just the comeback of a cola, it's the comeback of India's brand.